They are a family who was brought together after one of the worst days in Missouri history. Today, their family is made complete because of foster care and adoption. And it's our story on this edition of Simply Love. Now, let's meet the Marsh family.
The real moment that it began is when we both survived the Joplin EF5 tornado. And when you go through a situation like that, you were like, you know what? Why wait? Let's just go for it now. I was broadcasting just off a Rangeline Road. So I had a big plate glass window. I could see through it. I could see the parts of the tornado and stuff flying through the air. Jen was at home about, half a mile away. One of the greatest moments of my life is when I was in the middle of a broadcast and Jen had managed to get there to the station, and I got to see her, and it was like our wedding day all over again, just being reunited, knowing she was okay.
We started fostering, and we had a few different placements that were reunited with their biological families, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And then eventually we found placements that they needed adoption.
Our first one was Noah, and he came to us, and he was nonverbal. A lot of anger issues, a lot of confusion. There was questions about what would he be like, what would his life look like, and we just fell in love with him. But I remember just on the way back, we thought, can we do this? And we prayed about it, and we felt like, yes, the answer is yes, we can. So we just called them and said, we want to adopt him. We consider him a miracle. Noah now, you would never have any guess that he couldn't speak, because he talks all the time. And he is just this amazing combination. Scientist and artist, just this beautiful, thoughtful 10-year-old boy. Our other two children, they came to us. Our daughter, we fostered her when she was turning 2 days old on the ride home.
Yep.
So very different circumstances. We thought likely she would go back. She had her own issues. She had issues with seizures, with development, things of that nature.
And then eventually it became clear that she needed to be adopted as well. So of course we were on board and ready to do that. And then while we were fostering her, we got an email about another baby boy who needed a home, and he needed to be adopted. And he was only 3 months older than our daughter. And I went home to Josh and I said, I'm crazy, but I want to do this. I think this little boy needs to be part of our family. And so we emailed the caseworker and went through an interview process, and ultimately they chose us, and we adopted our second son, William. And that's how we built our family.
It's just such a great feeling when you're helping someone become the best version of themselves. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the part that I love so much about being a dad and being an adoptive dad, is knowing that you get the opportunity to influence their life, but in the same sense, they're doing that for you. They're inspiring you. A great way to do it is finding a local organization like Cherish Kids or MBCH, great nonprofits that their whole goal is helping people and guiding them and assisting them, so they can kind of take you by the hand and walk you carefully through the process if you're just thinking about it.
If you're interested in adopting or fostering, it's important to have a good community around you, a good support system, full of all kinds of people, but especially people that have been through it. If you can find those families that have adopted or that are fostering, if that's what you're interested in, connect with those groups of people and just talk to them. We love sharing our story, obviously, and we love talking to people who are interested in foster care or adoption.
That's my big encouragement. If you want to start in the journey, find a good group like that, get connected, start the conversations, be open, be honest, and before you know it, you'll have more children than you know what to do with.